listening to this video or this podcast episode when the day it airs, tomorrow's Halloween and the election is next week. There's some pretty scary days ahead. But voting is totally a great way to take action in support of your statements, opinions, and values. So if you haven't yet, please, 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 please vote. And as you cast your ballot, think about the results of our collective action. And I also invite you to think about how you vote with your money every single day. From where you spend to how you save and invest to who you owe money to, your dollars are supporting or harming people all the time. Wouldn't it be a good idea to make sure your dollars are aligned with your values, to put your money where your mouth is? Isn't it a powerful human responsibility to do that and to take action? If you'd like to do that, to put your money where your mouth is, to align your money with your values, and you want to learn how to do that better, you're in the right place. I can pretty much guarantee you that what I share today is not what you're going to hear anywhere else. At least I've never seen this anywhere else, but it's really important to me. Welcome to the Fife Movement. I'm your host, Amanda Neely, and this is the only movement that helps our generation create our unique, feminine, and entrepreneurial path to financial independence. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that bell if you're watching this on YouTube so that you get notifications of future content. For a long time, I did not save or invest hardly anything because I couldn't find a place where I wanted to store my money. My first foray into investing was through the 403B at the nonprofit I worked at. Totally took the match, but I started scrutinizing all the options I had for where to invest it. And as I looked at the different funds we could choose and the stocks within those funds, I was totally disheartened. I had this big long list of, no, I can't invest in this company. I don't want my money doing that, all of this. And those companies showed up almost everywhere. The same with keeping my money in a bank. I was in my early 20s during the Great Recession and all those bailouts of the big banks. I didn't trust banks very much. So it's hard to think about building wealth through the stock market or through a bank. So I just sort of gave up. I kept a small emergency fund. I took that match and I tried to get out of debt as fast as possible. And then we started a business, and that became my focus. It was a couple years into the business that I realized I really needed to start thinking about building more than just an emergency fund. I needed more like a nest egg. And I started thinking about, all of this, and I was introduced to a way of saving that aligned with my values. It was outside the stock market. It wasn't with the bank. It didn't need bank's money to do it. And it made a lot of sense to me and still does. It's still where I keep my money today. I share this to share the story behind my money affirmation number 10. My life is in service to my values rather than my time in service to my money. I try to live my life according to my values, and a big part of that is aligning my money with those values rather than just using my time to make more money. So besides your typical values of family and such, you might be wondering, so what are some of these values that you wanted to align your money with? Some big ones are supporting local independent businesses, participating in trade and over aid to solve extreme poverty around the world, building deep relationships across differences, and ending poverty in America through grassroots cooperative efforts. I also have a whole list of things I'm against, but I'll spare you from hearing that whole list. What's most important to me is living to see those values become reality rather than spending my time just trying to earn more money. I vote in every primary and general election, but I also believe how I vote with my time and money each day matters a whole lot more. As entrepreneurship has definitely given me a lot more of the freedom to live in service to my values, and I hope it has for you too. So how might you live your life in service to your values rather than your time in service to your money? How might you vote with your time and money on a daily basis? First, how do you define your values? Are you clear on what you value and what you don't, what you're for and what you're against? Once you've got that clear, then What if you shifted just 1 hour per week to building more of those values into the world? Could you spend an hour not thinking about the money you might make, but just doing things that promote your values? And if 1 hour was easy, what if you shifted another hour and then another hour? This can be very powerful for entrepreneurs, but also for employees who aren't getting a lot of satisfaction from their jobs. Next, can you take a good look at what you're currently doing with your money and make shifts so that it aligns more with your values? That can be a really hard task to do. But guess what? There are professionals who can help, myself included. I consider helping people align their money with their values to be the most important part of the work that I do. If you want to learn more, visit fifemovement.com. So, how might you adopt my money affirmation number 10? My life is in service to my values rather than my time in service to my money. And let's all try to put our money where our mouth is and align our wealth with what we say we believe and truly want, rather than doing one thing with our money while we do another thing with our lives. Thanks for joining me and connecting with the Fife movement. As you go about your day, remember, wealth is coming your way. Your quest is to prepare for using it well. For more tips on how to prepare, be sure to subscribe. And to connect with the community, visit fifemovement.com. And if my gift has helped you, please pay the gift forward by sharing this content with a friend. My gratitude in advance. To help this video be seen by more people, please hit the like button. We invite your feedback in the comments too. What are some of your values? How are you aligning your money with those values? I'd love to hear.